Hi, Coco. If you watch this, it's actually tracking. Hi, Coco. It's tracking on that bear's face, not Coco's face. Paw, 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 paw. Good girl. Whoa, what's up, boo? Had a long weekend this weekend. I want to talk to you real quick about something. But before we get into it, this is hashtag spoiler, not spoiler. What I want to talk about is spoilers. Spoiler alert. Coco, I'm vlogging. Can you hold her? Okay, spoilers. We're gonna do this video in front of this Funko wall that we have.
Should I leave if you're having a spoiler?
No. I'm talking about spoilers. Can you tell me what you think about spoilers?
Oh, okay. I thought that you were going to do a spoiler.
No, I wanted to tell, because I'm editing my video from Avengers.
Okay.
And I want to know if... Well, I wanted to talk about spoilers because it's come up a lot about, like, spoilers in this whole weekend, because sometimes people would unfriend you, like if you put spoilers on the online and people haven't seen it yet.
Yeah.
So what's your thoughts about spoilers?
I think, like, people should be, like, respectful. Like, they should just let everyone have the same experience that they had. You know, like, why do you need to spoil something that, like, ruins someone else's experience? It's rude.
So you think that spoilers, people who post, but what if they say hashtag spoiler alert, don't open this post unless you want to be spoiled?
Well, like, that might be different, because then it's like, it's up to that person to do it. But I think that would be nicer, because then at least, like, let's say if it was Instagram, you have a photo and it's like, spoiler alert, only swipe if you want to know the spoiler alert, or if you've already seen the movie.
Right.
Then it's up to that individual. Like, say for example, for me, it would be up to me, because I haven't seen it, to ruin it for myself. But it's not really fair to, I guess in my opinion, ruin it for someone else, because then you're like tainting their experience.
Exactly. Yeah, you know what?
Like, you can't just post a photo without putting a disclaimer of, like, so-and-so died, and it's their picture, and then, like, I don't know. That's pretty rude.
Yeah. Well, because I have in my video, and in the video we talked about spoilers, but I don't know if I should post it, but then I thought it would be okay, because,
It's okay. I think it's okay if it's, like, you know, like, later in, like, if it's not on the first few days, you know, like, if it's,
yeah, that's what I've been waiting.
then it's fine, because you're not ruining no one's life. If they were a true fan, they would have seen it within the first week or two.
Yeah.
You know, like, if they would have seen it within the first 2 weeks, but you can't, like, really hide spoilers forever. Like, the first few days, that's okay. But, like, after a while, the people who... You probably aren't a real fan if you haven't seen it within the first week.
Yeah, I mean, like, after a couple of days, I think it's okay.
Yeah. I think the first 3 days is, like, you guys chill.
This lighting is cool. Thanks to my baby. Look at this light stand over here. What's your opinion on spoilers?
I hate spoilers.
You hate spoilers? Why?
Because I don't know. It just ruins it for you.
Yeah.
Because you want to go into something without any expectations, right? You may have your own theories and all that stuff, like, oh, then maybe this might happen or this might happen, but it's different if somebody feeds it to you. And then in your brain, you're like, oh, I remember this, reading this, will this happen, right? It's like, it's almost like you expect it to happen because somebody wrote it there for you. I know, that's just me. And so when you see it, you're like, okay, this might happen, right?
Yeah.
Or you know it happened, because it does happen, because someone says so and so died.
You know what I hate most is when, and a lot of Filipinos do this. They think they're funny.
Freaking Filipinos.
They think they're funny doing it, being sly, like even just posting a picture like some of the pictures I've seen after I watched Avengers were from Filipino groups, right?
They're
Because they watched it first, right?
They watched it first, and it's like
trying to hint at.
it doesn't say what exactly happened, but just the picture alone, it kind of gives it away. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I hate that.
Wow. That's so true.
Yeah.
Okay. So basically, I made this discussion because there are... Okay, so this whole week we've been looking forward to going to watch Avengers, okay? We've been looking forward to Avengers. Honestly, it was a rough week. And... let's like get this lighting right in there. That's good. That's good lighting. Ooh, look at our Funko wall. Isn't that amazing? Our newest addition to the team is Post Malone up here. Posty. But I think I am very proud of this. Okay, so spoilers. I personally was so upset whenever I'd see people post anything, even if it wasn't a spoiler. I was just like, I don't want to know anything of this whole thing. I want to find out for myself. And the reason why is because when people tell you how they feel about a movie, it kind of influences you. Do you know what I mean? Have you ever watched a movie where someone told you, oh, it wasn't that good, or someone told you, oh, it was really good, and then you watch it and it wasn't that good? Yeah, but you kind of want to figure it out for yourself. Like, you don't want to have someone spoon feed you the answers.
Like, for example, I was like, we watched day 1 of Drake on Saturday, and then like my friend was gonna watch it on Sunday, and I like specifically was like, hey, I know you like Drake, don't watch my story because I don't want the experience to be ruined. And I also didn't discuss what I felt. He's been going to the Drake concerts since Drake was coming. So what are we now at? Number 3? Mm-hmm. The third Drake concert. So I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna tell you any of my thoughts, but when you're done, you can tell me your thoughts, and then I'll tell you my thoughts. So then my thoughts are not making it biased, because I thought it was a really good experience, but it wasn't my favorite Drake experience.
Yeah, the best one was the one when we were
the first one,
us together.
The first one, yeah. And it wasn't that I want to tell him that, because then he's gonna go in and be like, oh, it's not that good. Like, you want them to experience it themselves and have their own opinions of things instead of clouding or making things biased in their mind.
Yeah. Now, the thing I love about spoilers is after the fact, I watch the movie, I want to go into detail of what I just watched, so then I'll watch the videos that have spoilers, and especially those videos that they explain things more. Where, like, in Game of Thrones, I just started getting into Game of Thrones, and I don't know anything, and I don't want to watch 8 seasons of it. I'll probably do that on my own time, but to catch up, I'll watch these spoiler videos about how this person did this, or this led up to this, or this person died at the same spot that this person was there a previous time. And the spoilers actually help me understand. But what I want to know is, why is it acceptable to have spoilers for Game of Thrones, but when it's a movie, people don't like that?
I feel like I was thinking about that today, actually. And I feel like I don't think I need the light. I'm gonna look greasy. You can remove
need
it.
that light.
Okay. So I think that for Game of Thrones, it's a little bit different, because like, you have access to it. So if you really wanted to, you can watch it within your home. You can get a subscription. You can have access to it. Versus like, maybe not everyone had access to the movies.
No, you have to go at a scheduled time, and you have to go on your own time. And then you can't just watch. You can't just watch it at 3 in the morning. You have to watch it when the movie theater's open.
And then maybe there's not enough tickets. Maybe you're working. Maybe you can't get it off. So then like, it's kind of nice to be respectful towards like those people, because then they don't have it at their fingertips, right? So like, whereas Game of Thrones, like, we literally watched it in the comfort of our own house, whenever we wanted to watch
on
it
our iPad,
right? So then it's up to you to watch it on your time, and it's more accessible, right? because after the first day, even within the same day, I saw like some photos, but the memes that I saw were not revealing.
You would have to watch it to understand what the meme meant.
Like the one where Pauline, when you do nothing on the group project. That doesn't make sense to somebody who hasn't like seen the episode, so it's not really a spoiler.
Yeah, it's kind of like an inside joke.
Yeah.
Whereas people revealed like, oh, this happened, and
they're not saying straight up so and so died.
Don't worry, there's no spoilers in this one. Okay, I want to know what you think about Game of Thrones compared to a spoiler from an actual movie. Why is it okay to do that?
Because it's happening at that moment. People know that it's coming at this time, right? It's 9:00, and you can't like, unless you're in the West. Of course, you're gonna get spoiled with people in the East because they watch it first. And with shows like this, it's almost like a culture in a sense, because
a cult.
Because like Twitter, for example, that's where all the action happens. Like, people are live tweeting. That's a thing. It's a live tweet. Like, actors are like, I'll be live tweeting at this time, join me, right? So they'll be having discussions already. And again, bringing back the West, like, if you log into Twitter and you see those discussions, you're gonna get spoiled, right? And people create hashtags for episodes. You know that episode is important when you see that hashtag, or like save so and so, right? There's an actual name drop in there, and so going into that episode, you're like, oh no, what's gonna happen to them, right? So I feel like it's almost like acceptable for a TV show because it's happening there. It's a whole event for you.
And it's not like you're spending $50 for tickets and $100 on food.
And it's a reoccurring thing.
You're just in the comfort of your home, and it's not finished yet. Whereas the movie finishes the day that you walk out of the theater. You know, it's not like when you are at home and you're like, oh, let's wait till the next episode. Let's wait till the next episode. You have to actually watch the whole movie from start to end. And I doubt that people are live tweeting in the theater, because it's just such an intimate thing. It's so dark, and you don't want to disturb people. You know?
I have a comment on what Pauline was saying. I also think it's up to the person who, like the viewer, it's also up to them to be responsible. To, like, if it was really important to them, then they would try not to, like she was saying, people tweet. So, for example, our cousin, she wasn't going on Twitter. My friend wasn't going on Twitter. So it's also a responsibility that you have. If you don't want it to be spoiled, then you could kind of stay away from these places until you watch it yourself. I think it's different when someone directly spoils it for you on purpose. You know, because then, like, our cousin, she deactivated her Facebook. She's not going on Twitter. She's removing herself from the environment, so there's no ways that she can get spoiled. It got spoiled for her because someone directly sent her a message and they exposed things.
Yeah,
it was intentional. As opposed to, like, let's say, like, you know, spoilers are gonna come. Like how Pauline said, it's a culture. People are doing that type of thing. People are posting things. So, like, I wasn't really going online either, because like, I don't really want to know, or like when people are talking about it, you just remove yourself. But it becomes rude when people just choose to purposely expose it.
Wow, that was great. Anyways, hope you guys like this video. It's super raw. I just wanted to do this on discussion, so comment down below for when I upload my endgame video, probably today or tonight or tomorrow. I wanted to know if you want me to put spoilers in it, because then it shows my experience, and then you guys can watch it first and you can tell me what you guys think. Or do you want me to do no spoilers, and like, that way it's not going to be spoiled for anybody? But I think the consensus is, as long as you let the people know that it is there are spoilers in it, then it's up to them if they want to read it or not, or watch the content, right?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
for sure. Because then it's like you spoiled it for yourself. You know what you're getting into. Versus when there's it's more of a surprise where you stumble upon something and then, you know.
I love it.
Let's leave it off with this.
What is this? Avengers spoilers. This is such a good meme. Try and dodge it. Trust me, I've been like, I deleted my Instagram. I was like, I need to log off Twitter. I wanted to make sure that personally I wanted to get the best experience. We even watched the first Avengers first just to get it out of the way, and it was fresh in our minds and stuff. And it really helped, you know, like a lot of times people, they use this as entertainment, you know. It's like it's so stressful as it is to have life happen that you want to escape. You want to have a form of expression that you want to escape to, and thus you go to the Marvel universe, which is so successful. Like, they literally are the king of superhero movies. They hit like what, 1.2 billion in the box office worldwide, to this 1.5 I think within one weekend. That's unreal. So anyways, I hope that helped you guys, and I want to know what you guys think about spoilers down below in the comments. I love each and every one of you, and I'll see you in my next video. All right, peace homies, bye boo. Mwah.